All right, good evening, folks. Welcome. Wednesday night, the 8th of February. Let's get into this. Um, let's start here. I don't know this person. I don't think. Arca. Arca. Do we know Arca? I don't know if we know Arca. I'm looking at you, Manuel. Tell me if I know Arca. Anyway, let's see what he's got to say. One second here. You planning on getting into the ring with a YouTuber soon? Uh, well, I wasn't planning on it, particularly because I know exactly how it will go. I know exactly how it will go. It'll go pretty much the same as what we see, what we're gonna see, and what we've seen. If I think I know who you're talking about, but if I don't, then maybe not. But anyway, no, it's not really. I mean, I guess I would, um, but it's not something I'm actively looking to do. Um, but it's something that we could discuss. Anyway, we could talk about that.
AMC, if you were to have caught the live stream last night, you would have known that we were talking about the retracement that we faced today before it happened. Okay, so let's go ahead and verify what could be happening for the following sessions with AMC. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again on this Taco Tuesday. This is Arca coming at you with an AMC technicals and raw price action thread of analysis combined with some statistics. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called Arca Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, so guys, yesterday somebody asked a question in the live stream asking me to see if I can evaluate the very short-term time frame to see what the expectations are for the next day. So in that question, I actually did answer
Look at that
particular to this
fancy
large candle here.
indicator.
I told
Wow.
him that I was able to provide two areas of support since the downside was a little bit.
So this is from yesterday. I didn't realize that. So Taco Tuesday threw me off. So in that case, we'll just catch a little bit of it and see, what actually happened in the price action. See if it was if it was accurate at all.
Likely for us to look at. My lowest support was
Wait,
$6.50.
is this a 12-hour chart? That says 12, 12 hours? A 12-hour chart. Interesting. Okay.
Cents. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the charts now and see what it looks like. Okay, so here's that support that I actually provided,
That
and
would be just under 2 trading days, I guess, or I don't know. That's weird.
we actually did succeed that support, and we're
My guess is because it shows something that can be spun a certain way. It's cherry picking.
well within it now, within that range, right? So, what is the price action saying though? Are we moving to the upside? Are we moving to the downside? What could it be? Okay, first of all, our momentum indicators are not flashed to the downside. We're still suggesting a little bit of an upside continuation. I still see the bullishness from the 3-day exponential and the 14-day simple within the stochastic momentum indicators. Okay, so this is still looking pretty good. We definitely want these both of these indicators
Lagging
to be
indicator,
pivoted
though.
towards the upside. We don't want them facing down. It could be a temporary pullback,
Yeah.
right? But we're in that pullback now, and it's still suggesting the upside. The good thing here is that the moving average
Look
is
at all
still
this
pivoted
data.
towards the upside, which
Look at all this
essentially
data.
means that the
So
firing of the signal is still valid.
the
And
firing of the
our
signal.
upside thrust of 44.69% based on a volatility versus momentum profile backtest throughout the entire trading history of AMC on the daily chart. That is just zooming out so that you can see all of my notes, right? So
Whoa.
it's still on. That percentage move to the upside is still on, which would essentially take us right within the area of about
Oh,
$9.14, 9.15 maybe.
$9.
So,
Right.
which is very confluent with the 2.618 golden mean located at about $9.25. Okay, you guys. So my overall resistance for the shorter term, talking about a week, maybe 2 weeks, depending on how we move as a community, could be between $9.82 to about
Hmm.
9.15. Statistically and discretionarily speaking. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next chart and see what we have. This is something that I wanted to talk to you about today in particular.
Five
Okay, so
day?
you can see a broader scale here. This is a broadening descending wedge that we're looking at on the 5-day chart, and you can see that before we made that January run to
Oh,
the upside.
another broadening descending wedge. I think that's enough. That's enough to be able to tell. So, um, let me go to my, uh, what was it again? At 12 hours? Well, anyway, no reason to do that. Let's see. Going back to these zones here. What do we got? Oh, where are the zones? There's the zones. So it's like 664, 643, and then down. It's all above six. It's above $6. Well, that didn't quite work out. Let's just go to daily. I mean, ah, okay. So he's got those zones. What, like 650 and let's just, I don't know, six and a quarter or something, like whatever. Here and like here, that's pretty close together for a, isn't it? Kind of. There we go. Hmm. I don't. So let's see. He's got it. Well, this one goes to the top of whatever happened. It's so confusing. Middle of January, I guess. So here, yeah, so that works. That works. And then the other one is above that, actually. So, okay, it's above that. Okay, maybe it's there. I don't know, whatever. Either way, it went below it. So, um, you know, all these fancy indicators and all this fancy stochastic and all this stuff, which I mean, I use stochastic. I like it. Uh, but it's a lagging indicator. So it's not really going to tell you what's going to happen. It's describing what happened and what is happening. But that line can point up or down randomly at any point. So, okay. Um, yeah. And then looking at let's just put on the volume profile and see how those areas stack up, I guess. I mean, you don't even have a lot of volume there. Yeah, actually, it's like a low volume node. I don't know why that would be resistance, but hey, I mean, if you zoom out a little bit more, maybe, but there's just a lot of volume down there. So, but in recent months, that zone is actually pretty low. Yeah, and year to date, there's hardly anything there, and it's outside the value area. So who knows? Who knows? But look at all these statistics he's got here: iterations, upside accuracy, 56%. I mean, that's about as good as anybody can. I don't really know what it means though. Total percentage, 1,200%. I don't know what any of this is. This is some fancy indicators you have to pay for. But I tell you, it doesn't seem to be doing much good. So, whatever. Um, we'll get there. Um, well, let's lighten things up a little bit here with Donahue George, shall we?
It's not financial advice, it's not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button on the YouTube algorithm stuff so you get the videos I put them out.
All of it, all that stuff.
Everybody knows by now, by the time I get up, I do my little health thing, I do my little meditation, get my mind right, get ready for the day. And
Wow.
then the next thing I usually do is I go see what the cost to borrow is. I go see how many of those counterfeit shares they have available to short. And I'm going to tell you something.
That's not part of a healthy routine. It's not part of a healthy routine. Yeah, I've been hearing that since July of 2021, Big Al. So get with the times, and I don't care. I'm not embarrassed. Are you embarrassed for me? I'm embarrassed for you if you're an ape. How about that? But why don't you make it 8 and just go ahead and leave? I'd prefer 8 actually. I'd prefer 8. Yeah, I actually prefer 8. So bye. See ya, Big Al. Jesus Christ. What kind of loser goes on YouTube to criticize other YouTubers? Ones who care about false information being pumped out every day. Don't you care? Don't you care that the people that are talking about AMC stock are lying, misrepresenting basic facts about the stock market? You don't care? I mean, I do, and that's why I'm doing it. So if you don't like it, hey, go go watch I don't know. Go watch whatever. But I mean, what's embarrassing really and sad and just kind of ridiculous is being so childish that you would come into a live stream that you obviously don't understand and make a comment like that. That is embarrassing, really. Like that's childish. That's something a child would do. That's something a 12-year-old would do. I mean, honestly, my young cousins wouldn't do that actually, because they're actually respectful people. So, I mean, but I've been hearing that shit since the summer of 2021 when it was much less um acceptable to say anything questioning this narrative. Um, so if that didn't make me stop doing it and embarrass me to death, some idiot like coming in here saying something like that, it's just like, okay, yeah, go buy some more AMC shares then, you know, go buy some ape. Yeah, ape's gonna squeeze first. Anyway, yeah, watch ants trades for your daily dose of hopium. But a lot of people, they can't handle a cold shower. That's all right. I get it. I get it. But anyway, I don't want that in the chat. I have no interest in somebody like that allowing them to have a voice. It's not a free speech zone. So, um, yeah, we've given enough time to idiots like that in the past. I'm just not going to do it. It's enough given time to these idiots. So anyway, speaking of these idiots, let's see what he says here.
Counterfeit shares they have available to short. And I'm going to tell you something.
Counterfeit shares. Okay. How do you know that? Did you use that little pen, the little pen that you use on $20 bills and hundreds to check if it's counterfeit? I want one of those. How do you get that for stocks?
Cost to borrow has been going down over the last couple of days, and I did a video on it yesterday. But at this point, it's
a video. It's just you talking. You don't ever have anything in your videos. Like he never has anything. He just talks out of his ass. It's hilarious. But here's the ortex closing bell. So let's see. Well, I guess we could go to cost to borrow. Yeah, it's down. The minimum is 1.04%. 1.04%. Wow. Look at that. We will be here watching YouTubers like Trey, Astro, and Lou disappear or turn against each other. Yep. I mean, that's basically what happened. And now you have this, now you have Trey 2.0, but we'll get to him. We'll get to him.
Percent. Now, how could at this point it's under 200%?
Oh,
now, how
I don't know about that.
Be under 200% when
This is from 3 hours ago. But
nobody's selling.
what? Nobody's selling? Oh, come on. Nobody's selling. Oh, give me a fucking break. Nobody's selling. Nobody's selling, guys. Nobody's selling. I mean, shit. I could pull up the time and sales window. You could pull up anything, but I mean, obviously, obviously people are selling. Maybe not you, maybe not your little circle jerk, maybe not your um, echo chamber. But nobody's selling. Come on, that's so it's so played out, so overused. Obviously, people are fucking selling. Come on, come on, dude, ridiculous.
There are more buys than sells. Where are these counterfeit shares coming from?
What? It doesn't even make any sense. More buys and sells. The price went down by 46 cents. 46 cents or almost 7.5%. Um, where are the counterfeit shares coming from? I mean, wherever you want them to come from, if you're making it up.
Where are they finding these shares to short? And
Oh, so just conveniently like disregard things like um, return shares, 4.47 million today, which would reflect 2 days ago because of T+2, or yesterday, uh, 2.58 million. I'm sorry, 3.54. I probably looked at the wrong one on this too. 2.77, sorry, 2.77 million return shares. I mean, still millions of return shares on a daily basis. And he's still sitting there playing dumb, acting like, oh, they're using counterfeit shares. Shut
this is
up.
just my opinion. I haven't found out how they're doing it yet, but you know
Yeah, they're
the
returning the shares.
AMC retail ape community, everybody's always digging, everybody's always doing the DD they say we don't do. So however they are
Uh,
creating these false locates for these counterfeit shorts,
I
it's going to
mean,
be revealed very
how
soon.
how can anybody believe that? Like, it, it just it just does not make any sense, especially when you have plenty of information that tells you exactly what he wants to know.
I am very confident that we will find
Oh my
out how
God.
they're doing it.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no way that they're finding real shares to short into the market when I believe, based on the DD I've done, they have billions and billions of counterfeit AMCs in the market.
I'd like to see
Billions and
that,
billions of
DD.
counterfeit AMCs that have shorted into the market. So for the cost of bar to be going down and there's still shares available for them to short, they have found some other criminal scheme to create false locates because they should not exist. Okay? They should not exist. That is,
Mm,
I'm 100% sure of that. But we will find out where they're getting these false locates from. We'll find out how they're doing it. But
oh yeah, that's I love that technique of theirs. Oh, they're doing all this crime. It's crime, but we'll get to the bottom of it. Or, you know, yeah, they're pushing the price down, but we'll win in the end. How? Blind faith? I, retarded. What deed? Bad back. What's up, dude? If you want to come if you want to come on the stream, just let me know. I'll throw up the voice channel. What DD has Donahue ever done? Would love to see it. Donahue himself should. I think we'd all be better off if we did not know if we did not even know of this guy. I'll say that. I mean, this guy has caused a lot of people, just a lot of, if nothing else, just false fucking worrying and false hope, false worrying. It's just, fraudulent. Anyway, yeah, he's a piece of shit.
the other thing is this. Even if we found out how they're doing it and we put it on Twitter, on YouTube, on Reddit, we could post it on a flyer on the SEC building. Nothing would be done because the SEC.
Yeah, but you'll win somehow. Look, it's coming, I'm sure.
Seems to be in cahoots with these bad actors. FINRA, CFTC, DTCC, they are all in it together, and their job is for them to rob retail investors.
I don't even know if he fucking believes this shit. Look at him. He can't even look at the camera. He's looking off to the side. Like, he can't, he doesn't want to look people in the eyes because he knows he's a lying piece of shit. I don't know. Maybe he does. He does sound pretty ignorant. I don't know. But, I mean, that's weird to me. That is weird to me.
Everything that they do.
So is his lip smacking when he opens his mouth. God, that's fucking annoying. I mean, I'd hate to see this guy eat. Oh my God.
Everything that they don't do, their actions and their inactions tell me that they don't care about our pension funds. They don't care about our 401ks. They don't care about our Roth IRAs. They don't care about our mutual funds.
Truth, Manny.
About our financial future. And that's the bottom line. And if anybody has any evidence to the contrary.
Wait, what? I missed that because I was.
Pension funds together, and their job is for them to rob retail investors and pension funds. Everything that they do on
they, of course, they.
Everything that they don't.
So they must be anybody except you. Okay.
Their actions and their inactions tell me that they don't care about our pension funds. They don't.
Why would they care about your pension funds? It's not their pension funds. Why would they care about it?
About our 401ks. They don't.
Why would they care about your 401k? It's not their fucking job.
They don't care about our Roth IRAs. They don't care about our mutual funds. They don't care about our financial future.
Why would they? I don't care about your financial future. What kind of statement is that? Oh, I'm going to sit here and cry because the stock market doesn't care about my financial future, guys. It's so wrong. What the fuck? What the fuck is this bullshit? Jesus.
And that's the bottom line. And if anybody has any evidence to the contrary, please leave it in the comments.
You know the evidence is?
In the comments.
People have been making money, profit in the last few days, few weeks. What's the evidence? It's knowledge and skill. Like, you have to know things, you have to know how to do things. That's the bottom line. You're not doing shit. He's not doing shit. He's just sitting here bitching every day. Every day. Yeah, the evidence is reality. Exactly. It's the reality that it's your responsibility, not theirs. God. I mean, how can so many grown men, particularly, how could so many grown men be so clueless and childish and just lazy? It's laziness. Laziness. Unbelievable.
On our own, but like I tell y'all every day, the market is going to get justice for us. The market is going to get justice for us.
There it is. There it is.
Anyway, please leave some comments.
Wow, he was smiling too. It's like, he's
like
got that quiet confidence.
The market is going to get justice for us. The market is going to get justice for us.
The market is going to get justice for you, even though they don't care about your financial future. I mean, he maybe it's a Christian thing or something. I don't know. Like, I just don't get it.
Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think about the cost of borrow constantly going down, and they're able to find these counterfeit shares to short into the market when we know legally, mathematically, they cannot exist.
You don't know that? I mean, that's ignorant. That's so egregiously fucking stupid. I can't even wrap my head around it. And what the hell does he think? What the hell does he think happens when a short seller sells a share that's been borrowed? What does he think happens? I mean, somebody's buying that on the other side. That's somebody, that's an ape buying the fucking stock. What the fuck is your problem? What, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It makes no sense. These people have zero understanding of anything having to do with basic market mechanics. It's ridiculous. How does he have money to invest and afford a ticket to DC and wear nice pressed shirts every day? He probably applied for disability after going. No, that's somebody else. Hey, Chris. So he's arguing that counterfeit shares he can't prove or find shouldn't exist. Exactly. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that's a really good summary assessment. He's arguing that counterfeit shares that he can't prove or find that they shouldn't exist. I mean, that is asinine. That is retarded. I mean, this guy would be laughed out of a fucking fourth grade class if he went in here and started, with this type of logic. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. Okay, so here's other end of the spectrum. So some apes evolve, apparently. Apparently some apes evolve, but here's Ape Nation Will.
Your YouTube family, what it do? Ape Nation, what it do? It's your boy Will, back at it again. Several new hopium dealers out of the woodworks.
So people seem to think that he believes his lies. What? Because his face is so animated, he appears to be passionate about it. I mean, I could buy that, I guess. But man, that makes it. Does it make it worse or not as worse or what? I don't know. Boy, it's bad either way. What's up, Lynn? What is up, Lynn? All right.
Claiming that AMC is going to squeeze this week. This guy, Ants Trades, right?
Oh!
Saying that AMC is going to squeeze Monday.
I'm just going to let him go.
Now he's changing the narrative to it could be sometime next week. Guys, and I've been paying attention. I've been seeing a lot of people that follow me on this channel in his comment section on his videos. Guys, do not fall for this bullshit. Do not fall for it, guys. And it's not just him. It's several other AMC YouTubers out there with all this hopium, pumping out all this hopium, and a lot of you guys are falling for this emotional trap. It's time that you wake up. All right? Guys, the fact of the matter is AMC can't squeeze. Okay? It can't. It just simply can't. Everybody wants to look at the technical aspect of it. But what you have to understand is the fundamentals. You have to see what's on paper. You have to look at the filings to see what is really going on and why this is, it can't squeeze, guys. It can't.
Wow.
The deals that Aron has done, the deals that he has made, AMC can't squeeze. I'm sorry. It's not happening. Now, like I said previously, that doesn't mean that we won't have a slight run up. Play your cards right, and you can still make a lot of money off this play, even after the split in conversion takes place. You just have to be wise about it. All right? Now, am I saying that AMC can't run to $9, $10, $12? No, I'm not saying that. But these guys are talking about 120, 140, 150, 160 bucks this week or next week. Guys, it's not happening. It's not happening. AMC killed the Moass. I mean, Aron killed the Moass. Aron killed it.
But he saved AMC. So
once you take time to read the filings and understand exactly what took place, Aron has killed the squeeze. It's not happening, guys. I'm sorry. It's just simply not. It just amazes me how AMC goes up $1, $2, and everybody starts jumping for joy. You have stocks like Tesla that move from $101 to $199 in a matter of, what, a month and change? Almost $100 move, almost 100% gain if you would have bought at the bottom.
Closed at 201.29 today.
AMC goes up $1, $2. Like, guys, it's over. It's not happening. It's not.
Well, I mean, obviously we agree with that, but it seems like it is, it already happened last couple years ago.
These are the algos running with the market. The algos are going to do what the algos are going to do. Everybody that wants AMC has already bought AMC. Okay? There's no new retail investors.
That's probably true.
Investors that are looking to buy into this stock. Everybody's already got their position, and most people have been in it for a year or two already. It's just not happening. And then with the price of AMC and the price of APE right now, after the reverse split and conversion, you're looking at between $30 and $35. That's what you're looking at. That's what you're looking at after the reverse split and conversion.
But you'll have fewer shares. Your equity doesn't change. So
after this conversion, after this split and conversion, if you play your cards right, you can make back everything. You can make back everything you lost and some. But anybody still talking about a squeeze or a Moass?
How's that?
They are insane in the membrane. And shame on you if you are one of the AMC YouTubers still pumping that shit out to the people.
Yeah, shame on them.
It's not happening, guys. It's not. Aron killed the Moass. Go read the filings. I don't give a shit about what kind of pictographs you could draw on a damn chart. It means absolutely fucking nothing. Everything always goes back to fundamentals at the end of the day.
True. That's true. That is true.
Damn the technicals right now. Damn the technicals. Everything always goes back to fundamentals.
Technicals are temporary.
Damn papers. Read the deals that have been done. It cannot squeeze. It can't.
Boom.
And it damn sure ain't happening after the damn split and conversion. Every run-up you have, every chance that Aron gets, he's going to drop shares. It can't squeeze, guys. It can't.
You wanna come into voice chat, Lynn? If you're feeling that spicy, get your ass in here.
This was all planned. All of this was planned.
Well, I don't know about I mean, maybe it was.
We've been used as pawns this entire time, guys.
Probably, yeah.
And the executives of AMC, as well as the short hedge funds that are involved in this play, have been getting rich off our backs. I guess we are dumb money. The joke's on us. I don't know if you guys caught that memo yet, but the joke has been on us this entire time. And if you're still one of those guys out there praising Aron, still calling for a short squeeze to happen, you're insane. You are insane. You're insane. The joke has been on us this entire time, guys. This entire time. All right, so message to all the hopium dealers out there. Stop the bullshit. Stop lying to the people, getting everybody excited for nothing, and causing even more emotional damage to people that have been in this play for a number of months, 2 years, when everybody should be really analyzing the chessboard right now and figuring out their next move before March 14th. Because I know exactly what I'm going to do. And I guarantee you, based on what has been structured, that I'm going to make all my money back and some, and I'm going to show it to you. You guys need to be playing chess
about
right
that.
Now. Not spitting out hopium. Doesn't get you nowhere in the stock market. Read every single goddamn filing to understand exactly what is happening, what is going on, what deals have been made. And it'll all start making sense to you. But sit here watching these guys draw up a bunch of lines on the damn chart,
Oh, their
drawing
lines are
all their
stupid.
pictographs and shit, and they're saying, "Oh man, I never had nobody explain it to me this way. Oh, this makes so much sense." And no, it doesn't make fucking sense. You can't look at a chart and say, "Oh, look, we're breaking out of this, so this means we're going to squeeze." No, no, it doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No, it does not work like
He's
that.
right.
Guys. It does not work.
And for that matter, you can't look at the chart and say like Ants Trades does. He likes to say this. If anybody, questions his little thesis, well, I've been looking at this chart for 2 years. Which one of us has been looking at this chart for 2 years? I have. Okay, well, first of all, how do you know that that person hasn't also been, following it for any length of time? Number two, congratulations, you've been watching it, probably 1 minute charts of it for 2 years. That means nothing. That doesn't mean that well, I mean, beyond that, like you have to have the narcissism. You have to have the literal ego and narcissism to believe that you figured out, quote unquote, the algo, which is absurd to begin with. It's an absurd notion to begin with. I mean, for all intents and purposes, there are an infinite number of algorithms running. There are potentially as many algorithms executing trades as there are market participants. So he thinks that people think that there's one program that controls the stock because it's repeating a pattern. And whoever is running this algo supposedly it allows it to run repeating patterns that some guy who is colorblind and figure out. Are you kidding me? No, no. Anyway, um yeah, so we have the definition of a meme stock on the screen, courtesy of GPT, a stock that's bought and sold primarily due to internet memes, social media buzz, and online communities such as Reddit, Wall Street Bets. What Reddit's Wall Street Bets? The rise of meme stocks is largely driven by retail investors who coordinate their buying and selling actions, but the thing is, they don't sell, so I don't know why it says that. Through online forums and social media, leading to significant price increases for certain stocks. Some of the most notable examples include GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, all of which saw huge spikes in value due to coordinated buying from retail investors. However, the prices of meme stocks are often highly volatile and can experience significant corrections, as was seen in the case of GameStop earlier in 2021. It's important to note that investing in meme stocks carries a high level of risk and should be approached with caution. I mean, who does Chat GPT think these people are? They throw caution to the wind. All right, well, we're almost
Like
through
that.
this one.
No. Point blank period. AMC can't squeeze. If you don't want to take the time to read the filings, okay, fine. I guess in the coming weeks, I'm just going to prove myself to be right, and you're going to see.
That's all you can do.
Run up possible, yeah, $9, $10, $12. I wouldn't look for anything more than that.
Nice truck.
But a squeeze,
I see where you're going with that.
It's not happening. It's
I
not.
like it.
You don't have to believe me. You don't have to put in your own work and do your own due diligence and do your own research. Don't do it if you don't want to. That's fine. Let me be the one to tell you, though. It's not happening. If you do decide to do your own research and do the DD, you're going to see exactly what I'm seeing.
Well, if they approach it with actually an open mind, I mean, but like all the most you get from these guys is like, you're a shill, get the fuck out of here. Um, I mean, so what was I going to say? He also said that, well, somebody was questioning him, saying AMC is going to go down, or it's not going to squeeze or whatever, and he said, well, there's the dress thing, like he would wear whatever, but he also like said something like, "Oh, you want to bet? You want to bet on it? I'll take that bet." Like he's willing to like make bets on like short-term price action on AMC. Like that is, that kind of says it all right there. I mean, he's running on mostly ego. Like Lynn said, he probably has a big truck. Wink, wink. I don't know. I'm just just having a little fun. But I mean, um, why would you do that? Especially when you've been wrong. It must be crazy to have an ego like that. I mean, I guess that's how people get in trouble. But fuck, terrible.
And you wouldn't fall for this hopium trap anymore. But I can tell, just based off of what I've been seeing in the community lately, that a lot of you guys just simply have not done the research. You refuse to do it because you're scared of what you're going to find. And you just keep falling for the hopium trap over and over and over and over again. A lot of you guys. You keep falling for it. It's hopium dealer after hopium dealer. But I don't want to make this video too long,
Yep.
guys, but it's not happening, guys. It's not happening. The squeeze is not happening, all right? I'll catch you guys on the next one. Love you all. Peace and blessings.
All right. So let's see. Ape Father talks his new Leaf Plan AMC. Ants trades Lou and Moass, which I don't believe. Okay.
You see, the way I see it is this: focus on the problems and then find a solution. You follow me? What is the problem ultimately in my life? AMC.
Oh
I'm
my
going to tell you the
God.
truth. AMC is my biggest problem. Everything else, look, I don't care if you love me. I really don't care if you hate me. I would like to be loved, but it's like the movie Bronx Tale. Remember Sotg? He said, look, it's good to be loved. It's good to be
Jesus.
feared. It's good to be both. But if I had to pick one,
Did
I'd
his
rather
wife leave him again or
see, here's the
something? Or
thing.
what's going on here?
I'm in good shape financially with everything else in my life. I know everybody always wants to paint this picture that they call me the broke father. That's why I've been
Broke
better lately.
father.
I relax. And the only time
I've
I
heard
get up,
that.
I'm like a dog. I get up, hump the wife, eat, eat like a champion, go in my jacuzzi. Yeah, I'm really struggling. I do whatever I want, but anyway, listen. And then if I'm not doing that, you know what I mean? I'm having a lot of fun. I'm always entertaining myself, whether it be Atlantic City, whether it be, anything goes with me. Getting a nice little massage. How you doing? But the point is that what's broke in my life is AMC. That's what's broke. So if I could fix that, this is the way I see things. Just that if I can fix that, and if I can make that become V for victory, then I got it all. I got it all. GameStop, I'm up on. I'm in the green, baby. I'm in the green with GameStop. My house, I'm up like about $300,000 on my real estate because I have a lot of things in my portfolio. I am up a tremendous amount of money on gold. Cash is king. I have cash. So, I mean, speaking strictly financial, the only thing that I can
Uh,
do is AMC. People always break my balls about my other plays. The biggest one they break my balls about was Progidity. What none of you mamalukes
you might
understand
want to
is I
liquidate that
made more
gold.
money on Progidity.
I don't
I
know.
made more money on
Probably.
Progidity
I
than
probably would.
any other friggin' stock I invested in my life. And it's funny because for some reason, people always bring that up. They're like, what about Progidity? Yeah, Progidity, I kicked ass. Bought it at like 317, sold it well over 6. Kicked ass on that. But whatever. The point is that the only thing that I need fixing is AMC.
Yeah, but Lynn, they taught it when I was in school in the 90s and 2000s. I graduated from high school in '01, graduated from college in '05. So I was in school in the 90s mostly. And I mean, now I know a lot of these people are in their 20s and whatever. Um, but I mean, I blame TikTok. No, I don't know. Um, it's so hard to nail down, but everything it's so odd because everything plays into it. Like, remember, 2008 played into it. In 2020, back in 2021, they would talk about, we're going to avenge 2008. My parents lost their house. We're going to get him back, get back at him. So, like, that's part of it. Even though that's false, it's a false narrative. You're not going to get back. Who are you getting back at? Ken Griffin? He's the one who made you lose your home. So that's one, that's just one piece. But I mean, you see what these people write in the comments and the way that they talk about this stuff. I mean, Donahue George doesn't understand how to use punctuation. He doesn't use a single punctuation mark in anything that he writes, maybe an apostrophe, but like he doesn't use periods and commas. Um, I didn't have home ec. I didn't have home ec. We did do cursive. I took logic in college, and we didn't even have wood shop. We didn't have a wood shop. But you know, I, I mean, I could piss off a lot of people probably and say that and by the way, I mean I went to private school. I went to Catholic schools, but um and then like my parents sacrificed to be able to do that, to be able to afford it. But um yeah, I don't know. I mean, pandemic obviously played into it too. Without, and then really that to me, well, and and we haven't really talked about this too much, but I mean, I think it needs to be acknowledged. The Federal Reserve is to blame for this too. The ridiculous amount of stimulus and liquidity that was spread out everywhere for way too long. And now, they're still screwing it up because that's what they do. They screw things up. They're always late. Um, uh, so I don't know. I just don't like to nail it down to one thing because I think it's so many uh, that combine. But anyway, people not being able to critically think. If I had to say, for whatever reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's the stuff that we're talking about in the chat, or maybe it's, just a general stupidity, or maybe it's something that's in the water, or, maybe lead poisoning skips a generation. I don't know. But that's got to be the one of the biggest problems here is that there seems to be no critical thinking, no demanding evidence. I mean, Chat GPT also understands that you need to be evidence based when you go into the stock market to invest or trade. So, um, anyway, but it's okay because pretty soon everything will be AI. Nobody will have to know anything. It'll be built in like Neuralink, and everybody will be geniuses. Boy, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, Ape Father,
And
can
that's
we
kind
just?
of the point. I'm trying to be a realist. Protesting, it's a waste of time. Waste of time. This thing that this Marine's doing, March 24th, it's a waste of time. The guy's just looking to make a name for himself. He's looking to hopefully.
I agree. I agree with that. It's pointless. It's not going to do anything. Most of the time, those things don't. Especially if you're going to a freaking financial regulator on the weekend. Why? What's the point? It's for you. It's to make you feel better. It's to try to get, whatever. There are ulterior motives. I agree.
Have you hire him as activist number one. He wants to pay himself a six plus figure salary. That's all this dude's about. I mean, I hate to say it. Look, I'll say it's alleged, but that's just my opinion. That's it. You get other YouTubers You know, I'm not really crazy about this edge trades guy. I'll be honest with you. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a Matt the Weasel, a little bit of Matt Kohrs. He has these same tendencies as Matt Kohrs. You know, like I
Mm,
remember I used to watch a lot of Matt Kohrs live streams. It was the same thing. A lot of super chats were coming in, super chats, but it was all just one big friggin' show. You know, Moon Gang, you know, promising everybody the world, never delivered the goods, kept accepting the super chats. So, I mean, Ed's trades is kind of coming across to me like that. Like, you know, that's just my opinion. You can love him. I'm sorry, but that's just the way I'm seeing it. As far as, you know, like,
oh, he's way dumber than Matt Coles was. I mean, no question about it. I mean, at least Matt Cole. I mean, I'm not trying to defend him or anything. I'm just reporting like what I remember about his streams and videos and stuff. Yeah, I mean, they were cringy and they contained, inaccurate information. But was it like the worst inaccurate information? Because Coors was popular, you know, before the June run up and around that time. Like Trey kept doing it until like last year. So Coors pivoted way, way, way back, and we heard him debating, quote unquote, with Boss Blunts on that Twitter space, and he was saying stuff that could have been lifted right off of this channel. But the difference is we were saying that in 2021 when he was saying the narrative. So, it's not exactly, but that proves to me that he was a grifter, by the way, uh, or something. And then I saw him, he's got another AMC video out. I don't know what it says, but anyway, but these grifters that are out now, and this is the state of the grift right here. This is it. They're bottom of the barrel, uh, discount ass off brand grifters. Like they're going through the motions. They're doing the right things, and people are throwing them super chats and subscribers and all that shit. Yes, but if Trey, if Trey, at least you know Trey, he didn't make that much sense, but he wasn't. It wasn't complete nonsense. The, completely unsubstantiated nonsense. I mean, yeah, a lot of it was, but I mean, not all of it. And I mean, he at least, he talked to other people and he encouraged people to criticize him at least up until the end. Get off my deck. But uh yeah, that's a good way to put it. Matt is charismatic and smart. He is. He's a smart guy and he is charismatic and he's probably going to he's probably going to be successful in whatever he does, and I don't hate him. And, I always thought he was one of the less hateable ones. Still hateable, but, less in 2021. Ants is so bad that it's entertaining, at least to Manuel. Trey was a great cheerleader. He probably trapped more apes than anyone else. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many subscribers Matt had, but I guess I could find out. But Trey was, close to 400,000. I mean, that was, I mean, yeah, Coles has 342,000 subscribers right now. And let's see. So that's weekly subscribers, it's total subscribers. I mean, he had 370. This was in January of last year. I mean, and that's all it's showing us. Who knows what it was in 2021? I don't know if we can see that on here. Oh, yeah, right here. 374, it looks like, was the peak. 374 for kohrs. And let's just do trey. Got to go to detailed statistics. Scroll down, total subscribers. Ooh, ooh, 394. Wait, wasn't that the same number? No, 374. So 394. And somehow Trey still has 374. I don't know. No clue why anyone would fall for Lou. Um, I don't want to get political, but I think that has something to do with it. Um, are you thinking of simulate and trade? Because Stock Talk Daily was an actual guy, and then remember he actually went on camera. That he was like that was his pivot. He pivoted to going on camera. But I mean, it was it would have been better to be computer narrated. Excuse me. Um, but here's Ants trades. Look at this. 19 uploads, almost 10,000 subscribers. Social Blade rank. I don't know what that is actually, but um, estimated monthly earnings, estimated yearly earnings up to potentially 12 grand. I mean, who knows if that's true? It is estimated, but wouldn't it, this is what they think that AMC stock chart's going to do. But instead it's a grifter on an exponential tear to the upside. But yeah, Lou appeals, I mean, Lou seemed to appeal to extraordinarily ignorant people. And, there's no real good way to say that, but uh yeah. And I'm sure a lot of them are good people. They're nice. They care about things and they love people and they have responsibilities that they fulfill. So it's not personal. But when it comes to gauging character, evaluating evidence and stuff like that, like and I, mostly uneducated, it's the same, type of stuff. There's no easy good way to say that. Model 3 dude, good evening. Good to have you here. Now we have a quorum. Now we can proceed. Okay. Well, anyway,
Like Lou,
ape father.
Lou is just, I don't even want to know. Lou's in the Twilight Zone, man. Lou's in the Twilight Zone. He doesn't have his
Lou just doesn't give
subscribers
a fuck.
anymore. He lost his
Just doesn't
biggest
care.
paycheck of
Just,
his life. YouTube was I think the only time in this life the guy actually made money legitimately. I mean, Lou always had a resort to stealing from innocent senior citizens, committing all types of
but it
crimes.
wasn't legitimate though. He didn't make money legitimately on YouTube. Everything he said was ridiculous, nonsense, false, fraudulent. No, that wasn't an honest paycheck.
Listen, I don't have to say alleged because he did get arrested for fraud for senior citizens. But I'll say it's alleged for whatever crimes Lou did. In addition, let me say, in addition to that, I'll say it's alleged because I don't know, but I'm sure. Would be shocked to me. The point is that, you know, I'm just looking to fix what I gotta fix in my life. I'm not gonna. This
Okay,
is
that's
why I'm
good.
saying.
Yeah, sure. All right. Um, okay. We're gonna get to the dude in a second here. But you know, here's an interesting one too. This lady, Teresa Perrin. You know, she's just about like any other one of these grifters. Squeeze-a-palooza. Technically, Squeeze-a-palooza technically looks like it's about to get started. So this is concerning right here. And on one hand, you got to have something to put your face, this big on a video, thumbnail, image, like because anyway, whatever. I wouldn't want to put my face on something like this. If I were in the same boat as this one. But um here's the thing about these speculative manias, these speculative stampedes, like we've seen the last few weeks. By the time that people like this say it's about to get started, she thinks it's about to get started. I mean, look, she's saying that Squeeze-a-palooza is about to get started. And I say, look out below, because this shit is probably about to go down, you know, like the Chinese balloon. Except it is going to take people out with it. So, um, this is what happens by by the time that the market is starting to capitulate, turn, change, pivot, not the Fed, the market. You have the least informed, or the most uninformed, the least informed, the dumbest ones. They are just now getting on board. They're just now getting on board. She thinks the squeeze is about to start. That's going to cause a lot of problems, especially if indeed we're about to we've been seeing gamma squeezes in a lot of things in the overall market and a lot of single stocks, and we've seen short covering, and we've seen retail adding to this buying pressure, buying call options, pushing a gamma squeeze, market makers, also short covering just from short sellers. So all that's combining into these strong bear market rallies. That's really kind of where that comes from. You get all this concentrated buying, and because the way the market makers, generally speaking, will hedge call options, not always, but a lot of the time, especially on non-memes, um, you'll see this is kind of casing the price action up exponentially. But at some point, when the options start being closed, when when all the shorts that are going to cover have covered, you could see that thing reverse and have the same momentum to the downside. And I wonder if that's what we're going to see. I wonder if we're going to see that reverse or inverse gamma start to come in when a lot of these positions get unwound, and the market maker is going to de-hedge by selling a lot of the shares that they bought in order to hedge calls that they sold. So nothing lasts forever. She's just now thinking that the squeeze is about to start. Oh boy, good luck. Let's listen to a little bit of it to see how delusional it is. I don't know. We'll just start off on
Hi,
regular.
everybody. It's me, Teresa Perrin. I only have a couple of minutes because I am waiting on the water restoration people to show up. I've been on a wait list since Saturday. Quite lovely. But anyways, let's talk about Squeeze-a-palooza because I believe it's about to get underway. And guys, I don't know if this is going to be like a slow, drawn-out squeeze or if this is going to be like a massive run like you saw previously in AMC and GME. There's nobody that can really predict that, but I am going to show you the charts. And when you think it's done, stay to the end, because if you haven't seen Carvana, Apron, and BBBY, I also added in BB because I'll tell you a story in just a second.
All right,
but
let's speed
I
this up.
decided to add those ones at the end of this just to take a look to see what was happening. I also added in some pot stocks. So make sure you hear those or you haven't gone to the complete end yet.
There,
And miss out. But
that's why. There it is. Who said that they don't know her gimmick? Where is that? She sounds smart, but not sure what is her gimmick. Weed. That's it. Weed right there.
anyways, please smash that like button for me. I greatly
I
appreciate
don't
it.
know.
Nothing
Just
I say is
kidding.
financial advice. Always do your own DD. Again, a move to the downside could completely invalidate all of this. However, things are looking very bullish. And let me tell you where my Squeezapalooza
Looking very bullish.
You may have seen me write this on Twitter, but if you haven't, let me explain it to you. So I noticed that BlackBerry had some dark pool buying, like large numbers, which is not normal for BlackBerry. And I said, what would cause that? Now, when I think about BlackBerry, I correlate that primarily to AMC, GME, and a list of about, I don't know, there was at least 18 at the time. I think there may have even been like 40 stocks that were moving at the same time. But BlackBerry was one of those. So it got me thinking, do the charts have a similar pattern? And I'm going to show you tonight that they do indeed. And I looked at this a while ago, but back in January when I saw this and noticed it as well and said, I wonder, and started thinking now's the time to get into some options for AMC, GME, and BlackBerry because I saw the writing on the wall that these should be moving
Puts. Well,
to the upside. Now, guys, there's no guarantees clearly, and options are high risk. You know, you're going to play it your way. I'm going to play it my way, but I think that we are about to see a breakout coming in all of the names above and probably several more. So I'm going to show you the charts and how they all have a similar trend going on. And it's quite interesting to say the least. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it in the comments below. I'm sorry, but got a jet. I have a lot to get done, unfortunately, that I didn't ask for. Anyways, have a great night and thanks for watching. Okay, so let's start with AMC. If you're looking at this chart up top, you can see that the green and the blue, the green is the 13, the blue line is the 20, are both crossing above the 48 SMA. This is very bullish, and also we are resting right at VWAP, guys. Ultimately, I believe...
oh, yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can be this pathetic. Wow. I mean, who is paying me to do this? I love that. Like, imagine being so simple-minded that you couldn't imagine that anybody would disagree with you or question you or what you believe, and supposedly millions of other people believe, which happens to be that you're going to be rich from doing no effort and being uninformed. But that's neither here nor there. Um, Imagine thinking that nobody would disagree or question it or even raise some concerns about it unless they were being paid. I mean, the money that the apes don't have, and this is weird, but this is it may be valid. It's a valid theory. The money that the apes don't have, and probably will never have, has gone to their head and basically corrupted their whole manner of thinking, uh, such that they can't see why anybody would say anything different unless they were getting paid. Because they're getting paid, we're not getting paid. Um, no, no, that's not that is fucked up. The fact that people like that, and I mean honestly, ants did it too. Anybody who doesn't agree with him is a shill. We see that in the subreddit. Um, like what? Really? You don't think that there are other opinions? Like you don't think that there are people that have more experience than you, have better research skills than you, know more than you, and have something to say about this? They wouldn't do it unless they're getting paid. Really? That's pathetic. That is fucking pathetic. And you have to be a piece of shit to come into a channel and say that shit because it's so ridiculous. Like I didn't even, hide that one. That was Lynn, but um you've made it when you have a YouTube imposter. Today we need to celebrate this milestone. That's funny. I mean, it's not, you're not right. You're not wrong. I don't think. But anyway, I'll take parabolic. Anyway,
believe that this has been coiling,
Funny.
as you can see, for about 2 weeks now to make this move. So I believe we start moving higher towards the red crossover, which is the
What?
200-day moving average. If you look at the next level down, not the green and red bars, that's just volume, but look at the wave, the blue wave in the middle, and you can see that the red and green lines are both crossing above bullish, and the fact that the RSI has cooled down and is now right around, can't tell, I think that's his 52 point something. Sorry, I am blind and I am not close to my screen at the second. But guys, I believe that this is very, very bullish for AMC. And the strange thing is,
how is that bullish?
PME looks very similar. Let's take a look.
Like, how exactly is that bullish again? The RSI is at 52, whatever. The MACD is, whatever. It's like at the bottom of the Bollinger. Are those Bollinger bands or no? They're moving averages. Like, I don't care, for TA alone, but I mean, I don't see what's so bullish about this. What did it say? I'm a lonely man. Oh, I'm glad that Scott Allen knows me better than myself. I mean, imagine being so pathetic that's what you do. Like, if that person had any actual facts, if they had a valid argument, don't you think they would say that instead of just going straight to ad hominem? Like, that's how we know you're full of shit. Period. That's how we know. So get lost. Get the fuck out of it. I mean, seriously, like, what the fuck? Yeah, you guys have been wrong for years. We've been right. And that's still how, that's still how whatever. It sucks losing a lot of money, bro. We understand. We've all done it. We've all lost a lot of money. Everybody has. Everybody here has lost a lot of money. But you know what? We learned from it. We didn't think, we didn't say, well, the market's unfair and they're using counterfeit shares, obviously, because I was told I was going to be rich. No. We learned from our mistakes and went back and tried again and probably lost money again and tried to learn from those mistakes several times until we learned how to trade profitably 51% of the time, maybe, hopefully. Like, I just like, what the fuck? Yeah, it does amaze me too. These idiots have never been correct about anything they've said. They get mad at us when everything we say happens. Which, yeah, I mean, and I don't go back and watch my streams ever really, unless somebody says, hey, you check this part out that we talked about, whatever. But typically I don't, or I don't go back and like look and see if what we said versus what they said actually came true. I just don't have time to do that. I'm not getting paid to do this. So it doesn't, I don't care that much. But um yeah, generally, yeah, going back to 2021, actually, it's pretty, and like it's not like uh it's that hard really to understand what is going on here. But again, you got to be like more than just like a pandemic, uh, Wall Street bets degenerate a little bit. You have to be a little bit more than that. Like that shit don't work anymore. It don't work anymore. It's not the same way. Anyway, where's she at? Here she is.
Okay, looking at GME's chart. Again, you have the green and the blue, 13 and 20 moving average.
All right, so she's bullish. She thinks there's going to be a squeeze, but like, why though?
Went off during that time. Up now and crossed above. This is very bullish again.
Wait.
50. Just crossed from, and this is the first.
Hold on.
Curiosity. I just want to take a look at BlackBerry since that's where I formed my thesis from, and this is the first time looking. Once again, guys, a very, very similar pattern. Look at this. Our 13 and our 20 just crossed above the 48 SMA, resting on VWAP. the blue wave, you see the red and the green have just crossed over, and once
It
again,
doesn't matter though.
it's at 57. I don't think it's an accident that all three of these are together. Let's just take Express. That's another one that went off during that. I just want to see if it's the same, because
wow,
it's going to make my thesis even stronger. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm like,
you know, even if I were short sell, oh, that's him. That's Joe D. That's the guy. He's got the same profile, the same whatever the hell that is, profile picture. Yeah, if I were shorting AMC, guess what? I would have made fucking money. I would have made money. You are an idiot. Like short selling. Wow, that's, you must be shorting AMC. That's supposed to be an insult. That's supposed to be an insult. What is this? Some fucking Yiddish bullshit? Yeah. Yeah. Let's turn short selling into an insult, because we're a bunch of ignorant children. Wow. They they can't get to him fast enough. And then you're going to have Manny come along and unblock him. See, I just say I don't care what these guys do. Block him, don't block him, unblock. I'll block him, you unblock him. I don't care. It's just it's like it's a little bit, it's a little living experiment. So anyway,
like you want to see here. Check it out. You got the 13
but
Disney.
I mean,
Rob
what
Page,
what is the basis for a squeeze? I mean, she hasn't said anything about it. She hasn't said anything. She's just looking at the charts, which again, we've been over that many times. You know, you can't predict a squeeze. You can't predict a short squeeze from a chart. Sorry, can't happen. Can't, not gonna happen. I just want to I just want to watch a little bit of this because it's so. I mean, it's so ridiculous. I mean, God damn it, this guy, this guy belongs in jail. Listen to this.
Today, I want to talk about how Citadel have resorted to burning their own office down in a bid to hide evidence in the new SEC investigation.
They've resorted to burning their own office down. Burning their own office down.
Citadel, Point72, and other hedge funds are currently having personal mobile devices searched by the SEC. So what's the best way to hide evidence of Citadel's illegal crimes? Well, burn everything to the ground, I guess. So stay tuned and let's make some money. And now I want to dive straight in with the key information. So, Unusual's tweet is saying breaking news. Ken Griffin's Citadel and several other hedge funds have been asked by the SEC to search through the employees' devices
This is just like
for evidence of
you have to let it play at least until he gets through the part, because the way that he weaves these things together is so insidious. It's so insidious. It is so ridiculous.
business dealings
Listen to
on
this shit.
unapproved channels like cell phones. Obviously, the SEC must have some kind of idea that backdoor deals, potentially illegal deals, have been going on outside of approved communication channels. These companies aren't sending tracked business emails through their company email addresses discussing illegal activities, so it must be going on elsewhere, like
look at the assumptions that he's jumped to
or through
from a fucking tweet, an unsourced. I mean, I guess there's a link here, but he didn't. I mean, did he even bother to read it? I don't know. But yeah, like he's taken it already far beyond what is indicated here.
some other medium. One way or another, the SEC clearly knows something illegal is happening. They just need
They
to
clearly know that.
It's obviously not on these company emails, so it must be on the mobile phones.
So it
And
must
that's why
be.
The SEC has asked those hedge funds to look into employees' devices to see if there was any evidence of business dealings on unapproved channels. And that news comes off
Business dealings. Yeah. Wait till he starts talking about illegal crimes. Illegal
The
crimes.
Citadel reported astronomical gains as the top earning hedge fund of 2022. The SEC clearly are suspicious of how Citadel managed to generate so much money, and therefore
See, Al, that's where you're wrong. I don't care if people buy AMC. I do not care. Buy it. I'm not here to tell people what to do. I'm not here to talk about AMC, really. I don't give a fuck about AMC. What I'm here to talk about is this lying piece of shit. These lying fucks here that are misrepresenting the truth. It could be about AMC, it could be about GE, it could be about whatever. I don't care. It's not about the thing. It's about the misrepresentation of the thing. The misrepresentation. That's what I care about. Doesn't it bother you that you're getting garbage, literally garbage information? Garbage information. No, because you want to be told something that'll make you feel good, that you already believe, like you're going to be rich. Yeah, okay. So who's the clown? Who is pathetic here? Seriously, seriously. Big Al. Or is it Big AI? I don't know. Hard to tell. Anyway, let's hear about how they've resorted to burning down the Citadel's office building. Citadel office burning down to hide evidence. Yep.
They are performing an investigation. They know they're not going to find anything illegal on something as simple as a business email, so they're taking that one step further to find the illegal evidence. And Alexander Ross tweeted saying, with today's news of SEC subpoenas to Citadel, Point72 and other hedge funds, the drumbeat continues. He said the wheel of justice is grinding slow, but don't find yourself in their path. He said the only question is the DOJ involved as well?
Okay, let me skip ahead here.
Interesting, because it's not just
no,
the
it's
SEC
not
involved as well, because the SEC can't issue, but the DOJ is what we really want. So employees or certain employees' personal mobile devices. So they're not just asking for a blanket search of every.
Which, by the way, let me say this. This right here, the business dealings on unapproved channels. That is essentially what Keith Gill did. It's what Keith Gill did. Roaring Kitty. He violated a FINRA. He violated a securities regulation by having his YouTube channel and providing financial advice on it. That was an unapproved channel. He was not permitted to do that. So that falls into this category. So what is he talking about here? Evidence of business dealings. Okay, business dealings. Doesn't say illegal business dealings, doesn't say crime. It says business dealings on unapproved channels. Like, he is so desperate. These guys are so desperate to spin anything. It's so ignorant. It's infuriating, really. And at the end of the day, even if somebody like Big Al, wants to hear the same shit over and over and be coddled and told that he's going to be rich and everything's going to be okay, fine. I don't care. But why is this guy, why are these grifters making fucking bank lying to people every day? That is really what it comes down to. These are ill-gotten gains, as far as I'm concerned. They are profiting off of misinformation. That's fraud. That is fraud, plain and simple. And if that doesn't bother you, then, well, I mean, I hate to say this, but you're probably a shill or a bot. And I don't say that very often. But if you don't mind being lied to and you don't think it's a problem, then you're probably an NPC. You are probably not real. So anyway.
Every mobile device at Citadel, they're asking for specific employee
Oh, good.
devices.
There's specific
Just
ones.
spitballing and saying maybe there's something problem, just citing these two hedge funds. There's no other names that have been named, such as Melbourne Capital, for example. The other end that is also committing those same crimes as well. I guess that's what the SEC is trying to figure out, exactly who Citadel is dealing with to commit these illegal crimes.
Illegal crimes. Illegal crimes. You know, those illegal crimes, not the legal ones. What the fuck?
As a result, Citadel have even resorted to burning their phones.
Here it is.
Wait, hang on, that's the phone investigation. Citadel have now resorted to burning their files. No, wait, that's old. They did that last year as well.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Citadel have now decided to even burn down their own offices. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to join me over on Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video. All you have to do is sign up using the link in the description below. And you can currently get up to 50.
Yeah. Fuck. You know what? Oops. Shit. Let's see. Where is he? Yeah. That guy's trash. Fuck Al.
15 free
I mean, first of all, that name, goddamn.
stocks.
That name is forever tarnished.
Commission-free trading, free level 2 market data, tons of technical indicators and advanced charting tools, and best of all is that
why am I listening to this?
He's
Okay, here we go.
And has an incredibly simple UI. Now to quote the film.
And, you know, just last thing, there's more misinformation about AMC than any other stock, I think, on YouTube. If you search for AMC, all you get are these clowns. That's a problem. I'm going to speak out about it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Plain and simple. Change the channel. Change the channel. Be an adult. And most importantly, fuck off.
That's a bold move, Cotton. So let's see how it plays out. As the Peruvian bull tweeted, he said apparently there's a fire burning in the Citadel office in Chicago. Here's a screenshot of the news article that talks about smoke in a stairwell at the high-rise building. Now, Bigham's has come in with...
So, first of all, apparently there is a fire burning at the Citadel office in Chicago. So 131 South Dearborn Street. Is that it? Is that Citadel's address? 131 South Dearborn Street. Citadel Center Self Park Garage. I mean, also we know, well, I mean, I know, but see, this is what happens. You know, it's like, I know that Citadel is not the only tenant in this building. There are other tenants in this building. So, but you know, of course, that the apes see that. Well, yeah, but it's Citadel's building, so clearly they don't. No, I mean, we don't even know if it's true, first of all. But yeah. So it appears to be Citadel's building. Is this true? Smoke in stairwell at high-rise building. Okay.
That's a bold move, Cotton. So
this is the Citizen app, is what this is called. It's where incidents are reported, and I don't know if anybody's ever used it, but anyway.
See how it plays out. As the Peruvian bull tweeted, he said apparently there's a fire burning in the Citadel office in Chicago. Here's a screenshot of the news article that talks about smoke in a stairwell at the high-rise building. Now,
police are controlling traffic through the area. Firefighters
in a stairwell at the high-rise building.
Firefighters at the scene confirm there is smoke in a stairwell at a high-rise building.
Now, Bigham's, of course, has come in with some further and more detailed information. There's this post on Reddit that says, I work in the building. He said, we all started smelling smoke around 7:30 AM CST, and when we evacuated, we were told there's a fire somewhere inside the building, but they don't know where. He said, I watched someone getting carted out on a stretcher. He said, I've gone home now, but the smoke smelled toxic, almost plasticky. He said CPD and CFD are on the scene. He said,
now you know where he's going to go with that plasticky. You know where he's going to go with that.
I would have to imagine the building is going to be closed for at least today, maybe tomorrow as well. So that's a really interesting move there, because it seems Citadel isn't burning paper files, but they're burning something plastic instead. And
I mean, give me a fucking break. Give me a goddamn break. Citadel is burning. They're not burning paper. They're burning something plastic like a phone. This is so fucking stupid. God, I can't believe that this is even on here. This is so fucking retarded.
Bigham's noted, actually, a lot of mobile phones do contain plastic.
Of course Bigham's noted it. Of course he did. Because Bigham's is fucking brilliant. He's a brilliant fucking
So therefore,
scholar.
maybe Citadel literally are even burning the phones as well. Not just burning the office, not just burning the files inside, but even burning the mobile phone
The fucking building didn't burn down. Jesus
I
Christ.
guess their thought process is you can't be subpoenaed to search mobile phones if no mobile phones exist.
Oh, yeah,
What's
good one.
one way to accidentally lose tons and tons of illegal evidence? Well, I guess burn it to ashes.
That's
Obviously,
retarded. If you destroy a phone, guess what? The data exists somewhere else, if nowhere else, with your fucking phone provider or your email server. Like, what the fuck? This guy is so fucking dumb. He didn't even stop to think about what he was saying. It's just like, oh, yeah, I can sell this. Oh, yeah, I can sell this.
many types of communication, like emails, are stored in the cloud and could still be accessed by the SEC.
Listen,
Simple text messages that aren't stored in the cloud and are instead stored on the personal phone itself could easily be erased and deleted by burning the phone. Now,
I mean, how fucking ignorant is that? How ignorant? Like, yeah. So Thomas James thinks he can, text with people about whatever he wants and delete them, and nobody can ever see them. It doesn't work like that. Maybe, maybe in the UK it's different. I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. I mean, that statement right there, God, it's so fucking stupid. All right, here's what we all came for though. And I haven't watched this. I have not watched this at all. He's a forensic IT expert. Oh yeah, I'm sure he is. Uh, it's funny. I have not watched this video. I've been waiting patiently. It's from 2 hours ago. Um, here we go. Ants trades. Here we go. Yeah, because a high rise is a perfect place to burn a bunch of mobile phones, especially at the location where your business is located. I mean, this is the level of critical thinking that Thomas James and his audience employ, though. That's the thing. Luna's Life says, I can't respect that guy. Looking at the YouTubers of AMC should tell you something. Yes, it should. It should tell you something. And whatever that is that it should or whatever or does or may tell, that's not really what we're talking about here. Like if I wanted to sit here, if we wanted to talk about how crappy of a company AMC is, why would we need why would we need to watch these low quality videos? We would just talk about AMC. We talk about the company. We talk about the stock. We talk about whatever. But yeah, it does tell you something from looking at these people, but that's secondary and it's optional. People can, whatever. They can take whatever they want from it. But looking at these grifters, that's really what this is. That's really what this is. That's what it always was intended to be. Because I don't want to influence people. I don't want to tell people, oh, yeah, this is a good investment or that's not a good investment. I mean, it does speak for itself in a very opposite way of what these clowns intend. That's what's so funny and ironic. Like, I mean, if this video is anything like yesterday's video, which by the way, yesterday was when it was said that he there's no I, I, he can't envision a world where SPY goes down today. Now, it was an inside day, but I mean, still, it went down. It went down, and I don't know how you could say. I mean, I was biased to the downside. I thought it would, and it did. Um, but I didn't really know that. I mean, I had a theory. I thought it would, but uh, and I was positioned that way. But to not even envision a world, where it doesn't do what you think it's gonna do, like, that's that's shitty trading. That's just not good. That's not that's it's just like there's no way that you're gonna be profitable in the long run with that attitude. No way. These are the kind of things that are important to talk about because no, you can't be biased like this and you might win, you might make some money here and there, but you can't. I mean, it's just not how it works. Good fucking luck. How did you do last year? You know? Like, come on. Come on. All right. Well, anyway, here we go. Feature presentation, courtesy of AMC Entertainment. Now, if you're sitting in the center, if you're sitting in the middle, it's going to be $2 more because we're going to we got to Jew you for that extra $2, you know. Oh God. I hope that I don't get dinged for that. Just kidding. I mean, I'm half Jewish, so I can say that, right? But anyway, um, no, it's free for everyone. So anyway, yeah, here we go. Here's another guy with a lot of data. Here's another guy with a strong argument. You know, looks like a guy that drinks Natty Light or something like that. What do you think? You think he drinks Natty Light or maybe Old Milwaukee? I don't know. Just gauging on, I'm assuming that he's in the middle. I don't know, gauging on that goatee. Anyway, I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm not in my mom's basement. My mom lives 400 miles from me. Uh, I'm on the third floor of a structure right now. Um, so no, and Citadel channel, no. Also, 16 people watching. Hey, that's good. It was only 9. The last guy that insulted me on that today said 9. So, hey, almost doubled. Good. Now, hey, now I like almond milk. I don't care. I mean, whatever. That that it just it just doesn't like, I'm not childish. I don't care if people want to insult my voice or something. This doesn't even register, really. AMC going to run? Maybe, maybe to the downside. Nobody knows that. Nobody can tell. There is no way. I mean, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, if I had to guess, no. Um, what do you call this? Hold on. What do you call this? Is this a run? Let me go. Let me just go here. Is this a run right here? Like, um, that's a 47% run to the upside. That's a run. So it could do something like that. It's done that before. Here's a run. Is this a run? And I mean, like legitimately, this is, 40%. What about this one? These are runs. I mean, now this is not what people are saying. This 70%. Look, 70% from the beginning of the year. FUD, fear. I don't see how this is fear. I don't see how this is uncertainty, and I don't see how this is doubt. I mean, that's a fact. That's a 70% run from there to there. 70%, see? 70.72%. That's a fact. So, I mean, you can call it FUD all you want. I don't really think the apes understand what that means, just like they don't understand chill. But okay. But those are runs. Like now, I understand what people are saying when they are talking about that because hey, maybe they bought into the stock way back here. Maybe they were one of these wonderful people, you know, in this green here that bought in here, you know, and if that's the case, no, you're probably not going to be able to. I mean, who knows? Um, why bother knocking down Ant's thesis? There is no thesis. What thesis? It repeats, pattern repeats. No, you don't get to come in here and spew nonsense, nonsense, complete nonsense, the most uneducated shit that we've heard in a while. Why now? What do you mean, why now? The dude's only been on YouTube for a month. What are you talking about? I've been calling him out for 3 weeks. I am nobody. You're right. I am no one. I am no one. You're absolutely correct about that. So I'm nobody. So don't listen to anything that I'm saying. See ya. Or, you know, yeah, are you really defending that, bro? First time I've seen your channel. Well, I've been on here for a while, so that sounds like a you problem. Like, what in the fuck is wrong with these fucking people? Like, seriously, first time I've seen your channel. Okay. Well, how the fuck, why the fuck do we care? Why the fuck do we care that you haven't you haven't seeked out any information other than your boy Ant? Like, seriously, what the fuck? This is the first time I've seen your channel. I mean, that's not surprising. It's not surprising at all that somebody that would say that shit and act like that hasn't tried to find information that is different from what they already believe. Why now? Why now? I mean, that's just fucking stupid. What these people are the most inept. They're seriously inept. They have little skills in general. They have few skills. They can't even they can't oh my God. Oh my God, these people. Wow. All right. Yeah, making it hard to enjoy the dinner at the stay. All right. That's the last fucking retard I'm responding to. I'm not even going to look at this chat. I'm putting it behind other things. So if you need me, ping me over in Telegram.
What's
Seriously,
going on, guys?
minimizing it.
Ants Trades back with another video. Absolutely miserable.
I was going to say, he sounds miserable. Listen, not that usual like chipper guys. We're looking really good from the beginning.
What's going on, guys? Ants Trades back with another video.
Sounds annoyed.
Absolutely miserable day in the market today. Not what we want to see at all. I'm still bullish on everything. I'm still bullish on AMC SPY 8. Still tracking. Everything still looks good. Just a pullback day. Really nothing much to say there. It's just a low volume pullback day.
Wow.
I'm going to get into the PA with everything. Everything's still good. We're still tracking. Everything still looks bullish.
We're still tracking?
Really.
How?
So yeah, I'll just hop right in. I'm not even going to waste time with the intro. We'll jump into the SPY. Look at the daily. So we saw a gap down from yesterday's close at 415. We opened around 413. Early on, we came back up to high of the day around 414.50. Dropped all the way down and then traded sideways around the 410 range and closed around 410. A little bit lower volume than yesterday. Overall, still bullish. I still don't see anything wrong with this. You're gonna have pullbacks.
Still bullish.
Nothing you can do. You know, we closed right up.
What an idiot. He has no fucking clue.
To make a decision. Everyone knows my stance on SPY right now. I'm bullish. I think this thing is going to continue to the upside. EMA's really quick. Golden Cross.
I mean, that's just so uninformed. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know this guy. You know, I don't think he's probably a nice guy based on what I've heard him say in some of his live streams, so I probably wouldn't be friends with him. But it's not personal. But that's a very that the probability that what he's saying plays out is lower. That there's a lower probability of that, probably. Now, nobody knows, but taking everything in total, which is kind of what you have to do, not just look at a chart. You can't just look at a chart. Sorry, that's not that. All it is a record of what the prices were. There's reasons why these things happen to the price, and you may not know the exact ones, but also you might be able to assign probabilities to that. So that's what's missing here is anything except the chart. Like, yeah, chart, okay, you got that, but it just doesn't make sense. So this is a lower probability uh, lower probability outcome. And that's not just me saying that, by the way. I mean, it's not just me saying that. It's people here, it's other people, it's, you know, I don't really know very many people personally who are bullish in the overall market right now. Maybe that's a reason to think about it, but he's also not coming at this from a contrarian viewpoint. I don't think. It doesn't seem like it. I mean, he's supporting the Moass, so I don't think he's coming to it from a contrarian viewpoint. This is how you get wrecked. This is how you get ruined. This is how you blow up accounts and get blown out, flushed down, which we need to happen. I mean, no doubt about it. We need that to happen really bad.
This is on its way. Looks like 2 more days, maybe 3 more days. It's right there. Very, very close to seeing golden cross on SPY. I'm expecting to see some upside. Today was pretty much a sideways. They were looking for a decision here, waiting for SPY to make up its mind whether it wants to continue the bull trend upward or come crashing back down.
Well, I mean, and if you knew anything about the bond market, you wouldn't be saying that, as far as I'm concerned. If you knew anything, if you knew what to look at or how to look at it, you probably wouldn't be saying this. Just saying.
highly doubt we come crashing back down. This is very bullish to me. It's pretty much
Wow.
that. Like I said, a little
Holy
bit lower volume
shit.
today.
That's dumb as
Really
fuck.
into the 1 hour. I'm gonna throw up these, and I'm gonna throw up the trend lines, and we'll jump right into this right now. So here's your bull trend on the SPY. I drew another trend line today. This red trend line, it's a little bit lower. I adjusted it a little bit. I'm gonna keep the green one for now, but I drew a red trend line right under it. It's respected a little bit better. You get a wick off of it right here, candle off of it right here, wick right here, another wick right here, and then this is pretty much where we're sitting today. Again, you know, the volume on this looks bullish. It's higher highs, higher lows. Before the shills come at me in the comments, because I know they're already going to. This is not a higher high, but I highlighted these two green boxes right here, and it looks like the SPY is playing out the same kind of pattern that it did right here, right before we ripped from 402 all the way up to 413. I believe that was the day that Jay Powell was speaking. I think this was actually the candle. I think it was around 2 o'clock that day that he was speaking. This was the candle we saw during his speech. So this is the pattern that you got right before you saw that candle. We have the exact same thing playing out right here. Really quickly, I can just go right into it. So, and we'll start with the first one here. You find a local high here, and then you come down. You have this wick here, which we also have right here, and then you see a gap down. Same way we do over here, and then you come all the way back down, crashing to the red trend line, which we do here, same as here. Flatten out, find a bounce all the way back up, as we do over here. Find a bounce all the way back up. This is a lower high than the local that you had here, as this is a lower high than the local you have here. And then from there, you kind of trade sideways and then come crashing down again, and then sideways again. Same as here, sideways, down, sideways. Again, pretty much all the way down to the red trend line again. You get a wick here, it doesn't come all the way down, just the same as we have right here. I'm expecting the SPY to bounce tomorrow. I'm expecting tomorrow to look to be a lot greener than today. I don't see the SPY breaking through this trend line and then coming back down. I don't see that happening. I think we're gonna see a bounce in the SPY, a bounce in AMC, a bounce in APE tomorrow. I think tomorrow is gonna be a better day for the market overall. And that is pretty much that. Overall, it still looks bullish to me. I'm still bullish as fuck. Everyone knows my stance. I think this thing is gonna just keep ripping to the upside. Um, people keep saying it's going to crash. Show me. Someone please, because I've yet to see, nobody has stepped up and shown me any kind of TA that is showing that the SPY, AMC, or APE is bearish. It's all talk. Somebody step up and show me some TA that is saying that this is not bullish. I mean, I'll even go to the 4 hour. I said it a million times today during the live stream. I'll do it again. I really don't care because I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for someone to show me how this is bearish here. I mean, you find a low here, and then from there you find a bounce, and it's from there it's just higher highs, higher lows all the way. You break the descending broadening wedge that we've been trading in for 2 years.
Sorry.
The upside, and it's just been
Sorry.
but
I got to leave the chat up, I guess.
Obviously, you're
Damn.
gonna pull back. You can't be green every single day. I don't think the SPY's done. Even on the 4 hour, the move looks the same. I see this thing ripping to the upside.
Well, you saw me looking at the dollar and the 10-year yield and the curve inversion and stuff. Like all I said was basically this is all stuff that he's not considering at all. You know, nobody's going to be able to show you on the SPY chart how it's going to go down. That's a false notion. But you'd have to know, how does the dollar relate to the SPY? How does the 10-year yield relate to stocks? What does a curve inversion indicate for short-term bonds versus longer-term bonds? You have to know that stuff, which means you have to like go learn something, listen to people, ask questions, stop talking, you know. But he already knows everything because he's been following it for 2 years. So I mean, like, this is all stuff that he has no clue about, and he has this big of an ego, this shitty of an attitude. He's a bag holder. Let's be honest. He's overinvested in this shit, and you know, yeah, it sucks. But hey, man up
Still, I still think we have
and learn from, admit it and learn from it. I mean, that's the best thing you could do. The apes have an amazing opportunity here. They have an absolutely incredible opportunity. They're going to have one of the biggest failures, if not the biggest, of their lives. I mean, I'm just being honest here. The bigger the problem, bigger the opportunity. Are they going to take it? Doubtful. Like Elon Musk says. There's a pallet of cash falling from the sky. You know, do you try to save it? No. They're just going to get, and that's the irony of it, you know. They'll get obliterated by it, but it has the potential to be one of the biggest learning opportunities of their lives. And they're just going to sit there probably and, continue to blame everybody else. That's not what profitable traders have done. That is not what people who are successful in pretty much anything have done. So that's why I say they're going to have an amazing opportunity here. Hey, I've got an amazing opportunity for you. Just wait till the end of the video. We'll get to it. By the way, I'm not really a fan of Elon Musk or Tesla. I gotta, you know, it's just not, not my thing. But whatever, Anyway,
Possibility of seeing 420 this week. Like I said, expecting a bounce tomorrow.
420.
420 tomorrow. I'm expecting to at least come working our way back up to 416 tomorrow. So that's pretty much it for the SPY. Really quickly into the AMC.
Here we go.
We'll start the daily. 1 second. Trend line's off. And we'll go full screen for this. Very, very ugly day for AMC today.
Trend line's off. Why wouldn't you want people to see the trend line? But also, he set up a situation where he can't be wrong.
What is going on here?
He can't be wrong. What do I mean? Well, I heard him say earlier in his live stream today that, somebody asked him, if we close below the trend line, is that bad? Is that bearish? No, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care if we close below it. Oh, you don't care. Doesn't matter now. It was a big deal when you supposedly broke above it, which I showed in the last live stream, which is false. That's false. Trend line was not here. Did not run at this angle until here, because you would have been here. You would have had this. Actually, you would have had this. And then you would have had this. And then you would have this. So, that's disingenuous. Obviously, the line was moved. But we don't know. I can't prove that because, yeah, he wasn't on YouTube then. But, I mean, the chart doesn't lie. You wouldn't have drawn the line here. You would not have drawn the line here until August. But anyway, it was a big deal when you broke above it, but it's not when you break below it. Whatever. 2-year broadening descending wedge. Oh, there's the trend line. Oh, but he's going to draw it through there like that. See if, I guess he's got to move it.
Sorry about
Somebody hacked his trend lines. What?
TradingView has been doing that a lot lately with my trend lines. Just adjust this.
I think he said he lives in Suffolk County.
Sorry about that. Really quickly into the daily. Very, very ugly
Wherever
day
that
today.
is.
I'm still bullish. You're going to have pullbacks.
Of course. Why even say that? Why even bother to say it? I'm still bullish. Yeah. Because the chart is so bullish.
Great. Very, very low volume today. There's really nothing much for me to say here. The daily, I feel, is pretty...
But somehow we're going to talk for 8 more minutes.
Pretty irrelevant right now. Really nothing much to say. We filled the gap from when we got rejected on the wedge. We retraced and then came up, broke out, and then gapped up. We actually filled the gap today and found the bounce right there.
Oh, yay.
Guys, it's still tracking perfectly. It really is.
What does that mean?
I'm not even going to bother pulling up the bars pattern again. You guys have seen it a million times by now, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to jump right into the 4 hour.
So he's already to the point where he's just phoning it in. Yeah, we're still tracking perfectly. I'm not going to bother showing you because you've seen it already. Well, I mean, that's bad marketing. It's just bad marketing. Why wouldn't you? If you believe in it so much and it does track perfectly, why would you not demonstrate that? Maybe I've never seen your channel before. You have a lot of new people subscribing and watching your videos. Why would you not? You're going to make them go find it in a previous video? Or is it not tracking perfectly and you just don't want to show us? these are legitimate questions because you're refusing to do it. So, I mean, these are all signs of laziness, incompetence, grifter, basically. Sad to say.
And this is what I've been looking at.
Just move the lines like goalposts. Exactly. I mean, what the fuck?
Let me just fix these trend lines a little bit.
Paid subscribers. I mean,
So
they
here's the
definitely
4
pay
hour.
him. I mean,
Guys,
he's got.
I don't know.
I saw him got like I saw him get like 2 or 3 $50 super chats just in the times that I popped in to his live stream the last couple mornings when I've been at work or in the car. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
How
It
else I
is
could say
weird.
this? This thing looks really, really good right now.
I
It
mean,
does.
but you can't just keep saying that. You haven't told us, you haven't given an actual reason. The only reason that I've heard is it broke the wedge, which I don't even say, I say it's not even a wedge. Not even really a wedge. A wedge is more than two lines. You can't just draw two lines that converge and say that it's a descending, broadening wedge that's bullish. And if it goes above that line, that it's going to keep going up because clearly it didn't here. And there are other things that kind of matter other than one line, two lines. It's just not how it
I
works.
know this is an ugly day today. From the halt that we saw on Monday, we're actually down about 20%, 23% or so. I'm still not worried at all. And
And
this
he's
is the
not
reason
worried
why.
at all, bad back. He's not worried at all. Yeah, really? Really? I see. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I think he's worried. Otherwise, he would have shown us he probably, he probably would have shown us his bars pattern that tracking perfectly. Because as far as I remember, now correct me if I'm wrong, but he says that this is like the January run up here. It's like one of the run ups, either January 2021 or June 2021. That's not what happened in June. So I don't see how you can even say that it's tracking perfectly because if I remember correctly, oh yeah, it went up. This is not going up. So he can't even be honest about it. Can't even be honest about it. What do I see happening with AMC stock price? More of the same and trending down. I mean, that's what happens on these things. This was the squeeze back here. It's over with. You're going to have these tremors, these, aftershocks, whatever you want to call it. Each one is basically lower. Even now, it's just going to, this is it right here. There's too many people who bought up here that are going to try to get anything back that they can. Overhead supply. Here, when this move happened, you didn't have anybody that was holding stock up here at these price levels. So nobody was selling. Nobody was selling. Everybody was buying and holding and waiting for it to go up. See? Now you have people, obviously, because of all this price action here, you have people who are holding it here. And, they're losing a lot of money. They want to be able to get whatever they can back. So they are selling as the price pops up. It's basic. It's overhead supply. You have a massive amount of people who are losing money, who are underwater, above prices above. And anytime it gets even close to that, some people are not stupid. Not everybody is an ape here, right? Some people are going to try to get back what they can while they can, because some people did it here and they're probably, thankful that they did. Other people did here. Some people did here. Some people did here. Some people are doing it now. But, isn't it kind of foolish to do it here if you could have done it here? Or to do it, for that matter, to do it here when maybe your next opportunity, when you actually do it, will be here. So it you know, I just, there's no, I mean, fundamentally, the company is not doing great. The economy is not doing great. I mean, there's just a lot of things that are not in this stock's favor. It sucks, but hey, you know, plus you have Adam Aron. I mean, he's a clown. You want to talk about a clown? He's a clown. He is a clown. Um, but I mean, 2 years isn't enough to see a trend. I don't know. I mean, the plus, last thing I'll say, the stuff that allowed this to happen. What made this happen? What made this happen? The key is down here. Oops. The key is down there. Let me just move that up just a little bit. This is the key. That's volume. That's massive volume. Hundreds of millions of shares traded. Hundreds of millions of shares. Do you see anything like that anywhere here? No. It's just not there. Why? Because there's no stimulus and there's inflation. Plain and simple. Those are the two things as far as I'm concerned. So, no stimulus and high inflation, you know, record inflation, 40 years. Are you kidding me? The price of eggs? Yeah. I mean, yeah, some people are buying this. Some people are buying stocks in general, whatever. Um, but yeah, Joe Blow, you know, 25-year-old who uh was unemployed in January 2021, but had a lot of disposable income, he's not buying AMC anymore. And that's, you know, I mean, evident in the volume. Everybody who's going to buy it has already bought it. Also, what stock am I bullish on? Um, I'm not really bullish on any stocks, and I don't really give any recommendations. I'm more of a trader anyway. So I trade the index. I trade index options mostly on the NASDAQ QQQ these days because you know, because volatility. But I like short term, very short term, quick profits. Um, you can talk to these other people here or, you know, whatever about long term investments or whatever. I mean, I don't think you could probably, you know, some energy is probably, you know, worth looking at and other things, but I'm not really a recommendations guy. Um, because I don't really hold that much. I trade actively. You know, I don't want to be ideally, I want to be in and out in like half an hour. So, um, that's ideally. But I mean, we're in a bear market. So now having said that, uh, it's likely that this is probably at some point, I mean, it's probably not going to do that. It's probably going to do something like this, you know, maybe because that's what bear markets do. But if there are stock that you like, uh, you know, here's the bottom that we were at that we hit before. Um, you know, anywhere down through here, if you want to buy whatever it is, because you think it's going to and ultimately go up. I mean, is it really that bad if you buy it here versus here? Nobody's going to time things perfectly. So I don't know. I'm just not bullish on anything. I'm not a perma bear, but I mean you know the, the indicators are telling me, you know, yeah, of course we have this ridiculous parabolic rally right here, but you know this is not really real. I would say my feeling is this is not actual positioning. This is mostly short covering and option hedging and stuff like that. It's not people actually, and there's some people buying the dip, but I mean, it, it's it's not organic. It's not an organic movement. It's just it's purely mechanical.
Why? From your 10-day bottom that you got here at the bottom of the descending wedge, where you found your bounce, came
There
up,
you go.
got
You can be
rejected,
bullish
retraced,
on the
broke the wedge.
inverse
From your
indices.
bottom
There you
here,
go.
here's your trend line. I actually found this today.
Or bullish on the VIX. But you know, the VIX is, I don't even know what use the VIX is anymore. I mean, it was up today. It's trying to break out.
While I was streaming. From this bottom wick, you have one wick below here. This runs all the way up. You dip below it for a few candles here, come right back into it, bounce off of it again, find a gap.
Bounce off of it.
And then from the halt, you came back down, and this is exactly where you found the catch. And the wicks even perfectly bounced right off of this today. I'm expecting a bounce tomorrow, plain and simple. I think we're going to bounce off our bull trend tomorrow.
All right.
On the 4 hour look great. We saw a golden cross.
Well, we'll see.
Usually I'm not going to really be looking at the golden cross on the 4 hour, but, you know, take it for what it's worth. Guys, it looks bullish. I really don't know what to say. Yeah, obviously today's a red day. Look at the volume here.
I mean, that's an opinion, and it seems to be a pretty uneducated one.
Decreasing volume. The buy volume is outweighing the sell volume by a lot. It is.
Oh, who's buying?
There's very little selling pressure here. We're seeing huge downside on very, very low volume. That's bullish, guys. I don't know how else to say it.
What? No. No, try again.
I feel like a broken record at this point. I have to keep telling people that low volume on a pullback is bullish. You know,
not necessarily.
To me, it's obvious. Maybe to other people, they just see red and they just go into panic mode and you know, think it's crashing. You know, we did come crashing down from the halt, but look where we found our bounce. Right on our bull trend. Here's your rejection. You break out, gap up, get halted, and we found a bounce right on our bull trend. Still trading.
Me too, bad back, but I just, you know,
out of the 2-year-long descending wedge that we broke out of, respected perfectly the entire time. Found resistance here, support here, 10 days here, resistance here, broke out, gapped up, and this is where we are, guys. We broke out, and here we are. Here's your
somehow he's going to talk for 5 more minutes.
Trades, higher highs, higher lows, bullish volume, golden cross on the 4 hour. I really don't know what else to say anymore. This chart is screaming bullish. It really is. It really is. I'm not going to even try to argue with anyone anymore. It is what it is. I mean, if you don't think that this is a bullish chart, you know, short the stock. Short the stock, load up.
Oh, look, listen to that emotional language. Oh, if you don't think this is bullish, then short the stock. Short the stock. Wow, what a retard.
If you don't think that this is a bullish chart, you know, short the stock. Short the stock, load up on puts, and see how that plays out for you. I mentioned this in the stream earlier today. You're probably better off going in your backyard and just lighting your money on fire. So
what?
I'm just going to leave it at that.
I mean, how can you say that? What? I mean, this, for those who aren't aware, this really is what a shill sounds like to me. This sounds way more like a shill than anything that would be asking, or, you know, not asking, that would be suggesting that people think critically about something. Like usually shills, they don't ask you to be objective. That's very important here. I guess maybe I'm the only objective shill then. Maybe I've created a new class of shill. But usually shills are, you know, trying to influence, trying to, you know, trying to sway, trying to plant ideas and get people subliminally to do things, to do very specific things, like not just to buy stocks, but to buy this stock. So, I mean, combined with the insane amount of misinformation and like, yeah, he's taking it personally. He's emotional. He's obviously inexperienced. I'm not saying he's a shill. I'm just saying he sounds like it. This is what shills actually do. They don't ask you to think critically about stuff. That's just, you know, for anybody who wants to call me a shill, think about that. Okay? Would a shill ask you to think about it? Think about what you think about.
Really quick, I would not be surprised to see a wick or a few candles down below the bull trend. I wouldn't be surprised to see it, and then a recovery, and you know, getting some upward action from there. I'm going to say this now just so everyone's on the same page. If you break below this, I would not be bearish right away. A clean break when you start coming down, I wouldn't be bearish right away, as long as we found the bounce off the top of the descending wedge here that we broke out of. If you find a bounce off this, I'm still bullish. Even a wick into it and then back out is fine. I'm not saying this has to happen, by the way. I'm just saying it because, it's a possibility. I don't see it happening, but, it is a possibility, so I'm just going to mention it. I would not be bearish right away if we broke this trend, as long as we caught a bounce here. Even a wick into it or even a candle into it is fine. If you really start crashing through this thing, though...
a wick into it or a candle into it is fine. If you break the trend line, don't be bearish immediately. What did he do when this fucking thing barely went over this trend line? Oh, we broke the trend line. We broke the wedge. Now the squeeze is starting. This guy is so full of shit. This is garbage. He's pulling this shit out of his fucking asshole. And it's ridiculous. It's just nonsense. This is nonsensical verbal diarrhea.
Sub 5. It's looking like you're coming back down here. Guys, I'm just saying this because it's a possibility, but I think it's
he doesn't want he can't be objective because he thinks, he appears to think essentially that he is upsetting people, that he would be not giving the audience what they want. I don't care what the audience wants. I'm going to tell you the way that we're looking at it here. And if you don't like that, be like Al, make like a tree and get out of here, quoting Biff. But it's leave, make like a tree and leave. It's not about, and that's why I have 20 viewers, probably. But, that's what these guys chose, what they chose, and we did something different. But, you can tell he doesn't really want to talk about things that aren't fitting in the narrative. He doesn't want to bring that up, and he's apologizing, basically. Guys, I'm just saying this because it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen. All these disclaimers, all these, I'm just speculating. But when it goes above this line, this wedge line here or whatever, oh yeah, the squeeze is starting. We're going to 140. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Grow the fuck up.
I'm not saying this because I think it's going to happen. I'm saying it because it's a possibility.
Fucking stupid.
I think it's unlikely. Again, bullish volume.
Because he knows that if he starts talking if he starts saying anything close to what I say, his subscribers would fall through the fucking floor. He wouldn't get all those $50 super chats anymore. It's a fucking grift. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I mean, unfortunately, it's too late, and this thing is down too much, and there is really not a solid bullish case that could be made with any type of evidence or facts. So he just looks like he is a grifter, basically. But pretty pathetic. I mean, to think that you could do this and not have somebody call you out and then get pissed when people do call you out, I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty absurd. But we're looking good, guys. We're bullish. I'm still bullish. Doesn't matter if it goes below it. I'm still bullish.
Descending wedge, higher highs, higher lows.
Look at all these justifications. It looks great. Yeah, you said that 4 fucking times in this video. Why didn't you end the video 8 minutes ago? God.
It's bullish. It is. This is a bullish move here.
No, it's not.
Breakout of a 2-year-long descending wedge. A gap.
No, it's not. How is that a breakout? It's coming right fucking back down. So it's a breakout if it goes above it, but if it comes back down below it, it's not. You're not negating the move. That's fucking dumb. You're being ridiculous. Sorry, that's ignorant. Dumb.
Start running. Saw some volatility up here in the $7
Jesus
zone.
fuck.
And then you found, we got a halt for our protection because God forbid we could run and make some money. They're protecting us to make sure we don't make any money, so we got halted from that. And then we found a catch on our bull trend. I'm expecting to find a bounce here tomorrow. So that's pretty much
a catch on your bull trend on the lows. On the lows, okay.
Really quickly, I'm not going to drag this video out. I'm just going to get straight to it.
Yeah, you are. You did already.
Really quickly into ape. Here's today's price action on APE. Here's the candle you got today. Again,
Look, it's bullish. Let me tell you. Let me guess. It's bullish.
Here's your inverse head and shoulders. Here's your neckline. You broke out of it, and
what?
Been seeing gaps and just upside ever since.
Inverse head and shoulders.
Higher lows. Here's your last 2 daily candles that you got. From the high that you saw here.
Bearish as fuck.
Increasing green volume. Look at how low the volume is on these pullbacks. This is decreasing volume on red days, guys. I don't know how many times I have to say it. Decreasing volume on pullbacks, guys, is bullish. It's a bullish signal. It's a bullish sign. It's
like, okay, where'd you read that? Where did you read that? You read it, so it must be true. Did you read that on Reddit? I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe, but there's other factors. There are other factors.
Indicating the uptrend is still intact. I don't know how many times I have to say it.
Well, saying it over and over doesn't make it right. That's the problem with these clowns. You can't just say the same thing over and over. People that actually think and use their brains, they don't want to be told the same garbage over and over and over. It doesn't make it right. It just makes you pathetic.
So we'll just leave it at that. It looks great still.
Cool.
I'm not even going to the 1 hour. There's no need. Macro outlook still looks good.
Oh,
volume's bullish.
There's no need to go to the 1 hour. Maybe we should. Maybe there is a need that he doesn't want us to see. I don't know. Oh, yeah, because it's so fucking bullish. Look how bullish that chart is. Wow. So bullish. Yeah. Yeah. No wonder he didn't want to go to the 1 hour fucking chart. Because it's so bullish. Oh. Yeah. Look, increased down volume. More down volume than up. More down volume than up. Wow. Cherry picking. He does all the grifter tricks here. All the grifter tricks. Let's see here. Let's see. What is today? Today's the 8th Wednesday. So what do we want to look at? Go back to daily candles here. I just want to see. So that's today. That's Tuesday. So we won't get that until tomorrow. So Monday, we would be seeing. Today we would be seeing Monday's return share information. So it says 1 million returned on APE. So it's not really telling us much here. Neither is the AMC one, and I don't even know that it means anything anyway. I'm still waiting for somebody to show me anybody who's has ever gotten their money back out of Ortex in terms of like getting trades or profiting more or something like that. I don't see it, but I don't know. I mean, the short score apparently is 89, which actually went down. It used to be 90. I think it might have been even 91. But I mean, he's not going to say anything like that.
Low volume on pullbacks. Again, bullish. I think it looks great. SPY still looks great. AMC looks great. We're still.
I don't know. I don't see an inverse head and shoulders. I don't know what Al said, but he was unhidden. Okay, never mind. Inverse head and shoulders. No, I don't think so. I mean, sorry.
I think it looks great. SPY still looks great. AMC looks great. We're still on track.
I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay, sure. But if you think that looks great, you have some weird taste.
And that's pretty much it. I'm not going to really go too crazy in depth today.
Unprofitable taste.
Tomorrow. I'm expecting a bounce in SPY. I'm expecting a bounce in AMC. I'm expecting a bounce in APE. And that is pretty much that. I will be live tomorrow again. I hope to see everyone there. Again, it was a great time today. Miserable day in the market. Miserable day.
Yeah, but you know what?
Very slow, very boring.
You got a lot of super chats, didn't you?
I am expecting a bounce tomorrow.
A lot of super chatting.
One thing I will mention, I'm not going to be throwing around dates anymore. I made that mistake.
I
was wrong with my dates. I'm not going to be making that mistake again. My price targets, however, have not changed. I'm still looking at a price target somewhere 130 to 150 range for the next leg up.
But
as far as
Boy,
dates.
you got 10,000 subscribers by throwing out the date, didn't you? Yep. Wow. What a grifting fuck.
I'm not going to give dates anymore. I do think we're gonna start seeing some major upside before
This is
those
like a
dates are.
microcosm of the whole AMC stock saga. Like, because it took the other clowns a while before they started saying no dates, like seriously, and they stopped, like, they started policing that and stuff. Doing everything in like such a compressed timeline. He's already like not showing his bars pattern because clearly it doesn't match up anymore. He's not showing 1 hour charts anymore because they look like shit, right? He's cherry picking. He's doing everything so accelerated, which means that he's going to flame out and get flushed down more quickly than we can only hope. We can only hope. I mean, see the flash in the pan as far as I'm concerned, but boy, it's a hell of an annoying flash.
Reverse split. That's as much as I'll say. That's as far as I'm gonna go with that. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys during my live stream tomorrow, and I hope everyone has a great night.
Well, it's much better now that that's fucking over. Um, so wow, okay. These videos keep getting worse and worse from this guy, I tell you. But here we go. Remember I said stick around till the end for a great opportunity? Well, I'm loading that up right now. I'm loading up that opportunity right now. Get ready. This is going to be life changing. All right. If you think you're ready for this, get your credit card ready. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Thanks for everybody. Thanks to everybody that was here, chat participants. Next time, guys, come up with something better than insulting the number of viewers. And I'm not in basement, so yeah. Anyway, um, have a good one. And here's the opportunity. I'll let this play us out. Take care. Be careful in the market. Oh, I wanted to show one thing real quick first. Then we'll learn how to get rich. This is the Cleveland Fed's now inflation nowcast. I've been talking about this for a while, not this Center for Inflation Research data, but the notion of inflation going back up. And we're starting to see that um, in this nowcast, which is looking at certain prices, energy prices, and coming up with an estimate of what these data points would be: CPI, core, PCE, etc. So today's update is indicating that uh, we are seeing a higher CPI. Um, Remember, we've been seeing CPI not going down, but going up by a smaller amount. Um, so it's still a positive number, but in other words, we would have seen like 58 instead of 68 because we had 63 last month, 0.63. But now we have 0.68. Core CPI is about unchanged. It's only down by 1/100th of a percent. PCE, however, is also indicating up. So this is not good. This is a problem. This is why we're seeing the bond market sell off, most likely. It's why we're seeing the yields go up. It's why we're seeing the dollar go up, and is why we're going to see, in my opinion, the stock market equities go down more, catch up with those other indicators. But I've been saying this for a while. If the market keeps rallying like this, conditions are going to loosen. You're going to see inflation go back up. You're going to see the numbers go in the opposite direction. We saw the jobs last week. We're going to see unemployment data coming out soon. It could be bad. It could be really not good. So I recommend keeping this one handy. The Cleveland Fed inflation nowcast, And with that, we'll let Tom Vu play us out. Have a good night, guys. Take care.
10 children and a mom and a dad live in a little tent like this, crowded, destitute. We couldn't even speak English at the time. And after we got out of this refugee camp, we got to do many odd jobs to support the family, like washing dishes, busboy, mowing lawn, and so forth. Thank God that I found a unique system to make millions in real estate starting from nothing. As a result, we became financially independent. And several years ago, I decided to share this wealth building knowledge with other people across the country. Many people took my seminar, become very wealthy. Many of my students are about to get on TV to tell you how my system had changed their life. If you want to become financially independent, come to my seminar. Let me show you how to make the fortune you have always dreamed about.
Andrew Carnegie says 90% of America's millionaires made it in real estate. If you have a desire to make your fortune in real estate, the Tom Vu Real Estate Seminar is for you.
You do have two choices right now, my friend. Number one is do nothing. Stay home, do what most people do. And 5 years later, you'll be lucky if you have a job. Or number two, you can come to my seminar, learn the secret of how other people are making millions. So someday, you can become financially independent yourself.
This is the Vu family when they first arrived in the United States, destitute, with nothing. Tom Vu and his 10 brothers and sisters had to live in a tent.
Look, it's a bunch of apes.
The Vu family has become financially independent thanks to the Tom Vu
They have nothing.
money-making system. Mr. Vu says to make a fortune in America, you must learn from successful people, apply proven techniques, and then become financially free.
I'm excited. Are you ready? Come to my seminar. Let me show you the secret to be rich. You have the same chance to have what I have. Don't sell yourself short. When you tell people that they can find a job,
Don't sell anything short. If you do that,
but when you tell them
you're
that there's
scum.
an opportunity for them to make millions in real estate, they're being skeptical. You know what? There's two kinds of people in life, the small thinker and the big thinker. Which one are you?
My friends, I know lots of you out there are skeptical. In my hand, framed, is a check for $203,029.32. I net in one transaction, one deal. This is a net check. Lots of people keep telling their families that when I get rich, I shall take care of you. But there are two kinds of people in the world, doers and talkers. Which one are you?
Have you ever dreamed that someday you will make a lot of money to help your loved ones? Here is your chance. Don't miss the boat. Most people don't have self-esteem. They don't believe that they can make a lot of money. My friend, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. You only live once. Don't let your dreams slip away.
Hi, my name is Art Stanowski. I attended Tom Vu seminar, and on my first transaction, I made $25,100.
I don't know about all these accents. Makes me nervous.
Back from making millions.
It's so easy to make money in real estate, and I'm planning to be a millionaire by age 25.
I have a small...
Wonder how that worked out. Wonder how much longer after this he went to prison.
More millionaires in this world than any man who ever lived. This goal makes me excited.
Just like you, I was tired from living from paycheck to paycheck.
There's no one stop you from going to my seminar.
Tom Vu showed me the way to financial freedom. Think about that for a second. If you have any guts at all to attend this free 90-minute seminar, how in the world do you expect to make any money?
Okay, you see my students come from all walk of life, get on TV and tell you how simple it is to make a lot of money with my system. Oh, it doesn't matter where you are, what your occupation is. I don't care if you are a housewife, school teacher, engineer. You've seen them get on TV tell you that they made money. Think about this. Can you make a lot of money with your current occupation to afford yourself a luxury lifestyle like mine? Well, mine can. My system can show you how to do that. And I know some of you still thinking, well, maybe there's a catch somewhere. Well, I used to think that there's no catch. But until one of my very successful students and very old wise student come and tell me one day, he said, well, Tom, if anybody ever asks you what is the catch with your system, tell them there's an old American saying. It's called, get off your butt and do it. You ready to become wealthy? Come to my seminar. Make that first step. Let me show you how.